Welcome back, everyone. So, how do we punish early queen attacks? This is what we're gonna talk about this video. The first message I have for you is there is no reason to get too excited. The first thing is you want to do is develop pieces that also defend the attack. In this case, the queen is too early. This is move 2. So I'm gonna rewind here and go with e4, c6, knight f3, g6, d4, bishop g7, bishop e2, and then they go with this queen a5, attacking the king and giving a check. This is too early, just because they haven't even developed any other pieces. And I don't understand the point. Maybe they're trying to coordinate the bishop with the queen, but they cannot really do that. Also, white has a beautiful center here. This is something else you want to do. Okay, so now we just attack the queen and develop the piece at the same time. So that is what we have accomplished, everything we want now. So queen b6. Now if you can force the queen to move many times, that is also ideal. Now we have to be aware of this attack, but there is nothing to worry about. So what you want to do here is complete development. I guess you can always push b3, but that will weaken this diagonal. No, instead, let's just play knight c3. Knight c3, and if they happen to take the pawn, here you can even castle or even play rook b1. So rook b1, again, it attacks the queen. They have to repeat this move. They have to move the queen again. And we have the ownership of this open file, which is amazing. Now we can castle. We're ahead in development. So let's look at all the pieces now. These are beautiful pieces. Also, the symmetry or the organization of these 4 pieces is remarkable, isn't it? Now, this is a great time to start the attack. They have no attacks. They have nothing here. I mean, what is this? Maybe the bishop can take the pawn if you move the knight, and the queen is kind of here, but they have nothing. They have no control of the center. So now you can start pushing pawns. When you have good pieces, now you can start pushing pawns. So let's say they go d6. Now you can start with a pawn break, e5. And now we have everything we wanted from this position. It's a dream position for white. Let's look at the most famous example when the queen is out too early. And I also want to define what is when the queen is out too early. Maybe the first 2 or 3 moves. After that, after the pieces are developed, pretty much it's safe. It's safe to get your queen out. So this is one of the classic. They're going for the scholar's mate. They're threatening to give you a checkmate after they develop the bishop. So there are many ways to respond to this, but just the most common one, like we saw before, we develop the piece that also defend the attack. So here with knight c6, we're defending the pawn. There is nothing to worry about. And let's say they continue the attack. They go with this idea of bishop c4. Okay, so don't blunder mate. You always want to target the queen whenever possible, but don't chase it. Here, we're just thinking, oh, okay, yeah, we just attack the queen, but we get checkmated. So no, let's just chase it with the pawn. And now they're gonna have to retreat with the same idea of giving us a checkmate, and we just develop the knight, right? So later they have to push a pawn, or let's say they play this developing move. Now we can even target the queen and target the pawn for killing these 2 pieces. So everything is looking amazing for black at this point, and we have an advantage in terms of development. Okay, this is an example from one of my games, and I don't even know all the theory. We don't have to know it as long as we follow principles. The principles of chess: first develop your pieces, control the center. So we start this game. I start this game against 1750 Elo, and he goes for this early queen move, queen h4. And I don't even have to know. Okay, I'm just gonna kick out the queen and then win this pawn. So that's easy, right? So they play queen a4. Now I would probably just go back if I'm playing black, but okay. Knight takes on e5, bishop e4. Okay, given a check. I guess they're trying to win some quick material. I don't understand the point of this. So knight c3, d6, and here knight f3, knight f6. So here I made a mistake. I was trying to kick out the bishop by playing a3. I should have followed my own advice. I should have played bishop to d2. Now this queen will be hanging. Now I can take my they will have to take here, and all of this is forcing. And I am better just because I have better development. I am one move ahead of developing my bishop, and everything is good. The game continued after this, but yeah, I should have just followed my own advice. I ended up winning this game, but now the queen is also in a weird space. I wish they could just pin my knight, but no, I can just easily, with a lot of time, a lot of tempo, put my bishop on the long diagonal, then castle, and we just have a game of chess. And they still struggle to develop this bishop. And yeah, the knight is in a weird place. Maybe I can even have ideas of d5. Everything is good. Okay, so the next message is open up the position when your opponent is behind in development. In this case, we're gonna trade pawns in the center, and they get the queen out and they just go back. Okay, the game continues. I think this is more about how to punish poor development. Knight f3, and they play h6. It's like a waiting move, and I don't see what is the point of this. It's just a wasting move, right? So d4, a6, another one. It's just like they're teasing me. They're trying to see where I put my pieces. Okay, I can just develop bishop f4, knight c6, another inaccuracy. And now, once you have good pieces, 3 of my pieces have been developed. They only have 1 piece. Now you can look for pawn breaks. Always look for pawn breaks when you have better pieces. So now I can push d5. I can push d5, and I'm going to win material in this case. So the best move in the position for them is to play e5. e5, and now I can retreat the bishop. The knight is hanging. So these are the best moves, right? According to they have to retreat this knight. I can win this pawn. So I have already 1 material on move 4 or 5. Yeah, always look for these pawn breaks whenever you have better development. Yeah, my position is beautiful here, right? I have better development. Okay, so there's gonna be exceptions to the rule, and the clear example to this is the Scandinavian defense. So after they challenge the e-pawn, now we can take, and they take back with the queen. So I think, to be clear, this isn't really a queen attack. It's a queen recapture, right? The queen is out, definitely, but they're not really attacking. Now, if we play knight c3, which is the best move, they have many possibilities. They can go to a5, for example. They can just go back to d8. And engines show the best move in the position is to play queen d6. The game continues. We have nothing to worry about. But what if they, instead of going to these 3 moves, I'm gonna put them here, they attack, they go something like queen e6. This is a terrible mistake. Now it allows white to develop their pieces, and they are gonna be behind in development. So we can go knight f3, b6. Let's say they go for this, something like opening up this diagonal. We can just castle, bishop b7, d4. We want to take over the center. So no problems for white. And now we also have ideas of putting the rook here, targeting the queen, targeting the king. So yeah, there is no much science to these early queen attacks, in my opinion. You want to force the queen to move repeatedly, as long as you are accomplishing other tasks, like developing, improving your pieces, and opening up files, or opening up the position. Okay, let's see another example here where we have a Scandinavian defense. Everything is normal so far. We play knight f3, not even the most accurate move, but it's very playable. Now they go with queen e4. So queen a4, now they're giving a check. This is a mistake. It allows us 1 extra tempo, right? We can develop the bishop and defend. Knight f6, and now we can kick out the queen with knight c3. The queen, actually the best move in the position is to go and play this queen b4. So now they are repeating moves, and it's kind of very strange for black to play d4, c6, and now we can even go for a3. They have to move the queen again. So they have lost many tempos just moving with this queen this isn't really how serious chess players play. Now castle, bishop g4, knight e5, and everything is this bishop is looks like it's hanging. So yeah, everything is good in this position for white. Thanks everyone for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.